I rented an old apartment on the outskirts of the city, sharing it with several strangers. One of my roommates, Jack, is a massage therapist. His schedule is unusual, he either leaves in the early morning or returns home late at night, and he rarely communicates with the others. He exudes an air of mystery. One night, I was suddenly woken by loud arguing. The noise was coming from Jack's room. Then there was a loud crash, as if something heavy had fallen. My heart tightened. I quickly got up, and along with the other roommates, who had also been awakened, rushed to Jack's door. The door was locked from the inside. We knocked and called out, but there was no response. Something didn't feel right, so I immediately called the police. The police arrived quickly and forced the door open. The scene that greeted us was shocking. Jack was lying on the floor, bleeding from his head, unconscious. Beside him was a blood-stained wrench, and the room was in disarray. The police initially suspected it was a robbery gone wrong, but something about the situation didn't sit right with me. I began to carefully examine the room. Jack is usually meticulous about his workspace, and the massage table and bottles of essential oils are always neatly arranged. But now, the massage table was knocked over, and oil bottles were shattered, spilling liquid all over the floor, giving off a pungent smell. There were small footprints near the bed, and the steps were unusually close together, unlike those left by an adult man. The window was open, but it had a protective grate, making it impossible for an adult to enter. The door lock was intact, so the intruder most likely entered through the door. Could it have been someone Jack knew? I racked my brain, trying to recall any unusual behavior from Jack recently. He had been taking phone calls in private, speaking in hushed tones. Once, when I passed by, I overheard him saying, "I'll definitely gather that money." Linking this to the scene in his room, I suspected that it might have something to do with his injury, and I shared this clue with the police. Following this lead, the police dug deeper into Jack's situation and discovered that he had borrowed money from a loan shark to deal with an urgent matter. The debt collector was a friend of another roommate. After further investigation, the police identified the suspect, the debt collector's girlfriend, who was small in stature. It turned out that to pressure Jack into paying the debt, she had secretly made a copy of the key and entered his room while he was asleep, intending to steal something in exchange for the debt. When Jack woke up, they had an argument, and in the ensuing chaos, she struck Jack with the wrench, injuring him. Eventually, the suspect was arrested, and Jack was out of immediate danger. The mystery of the shared apartment was solved with the help of my own deductions and the police's investigation. This experience made me deeply appreciate the thrill of solving a case and strengthened my desire to uncover the truth.